Putting the cup of tea on the table, Anadi said, "No, no. There is no such thing as a ghost. All this is just our imagination. No matter what you say, I believe in ghosts." "Why? Have you ever seen a ghost yourself?" "No. However, there is a lot of time to see ghosts. Life is not going to end now. Sujo Uncle's tea shop along the crossroads is our hangout every evening. There are only 4 of us in this chat. I am Rivu, my friend Anadi and Bimal, and 1 year older than us, Vishwamharda. The content of our chat is different on different days. However, the content of our chat is limited to literary activities. Someday Rabindranath, someday Nazrul. Again, the freedom movement. One day, maybe, the history of Bengali literature. But today, I don't know why suddenly the discussion about miracles or ghosts started. There are strong differences of opinion as to whether there are ghosts on Earth or not. But I am a complete believer in ghosts. Everything on Earth has its opposite. Similarly, it is not impossible to be opposite to the gods. But even though my friend is a student of ancient literature, he is completely anti-ghost. And Bimal is neutral in this matter. And Vishwamharda is a very calm man. He is the only science student among the 4 of us. However, he never expressed his views on ghost beliefs. Sitting under a sheet for so long, Vishwamharda was listening to all our talk, and after a while, he was smoking a cigarette. This time, with the last puff of a cigarette, he threw it down. And after a few seconds, the smoke came out of his mouth, and he said, "Yes. There are ghosts." The 3 of us were quite shocked. Even as a science student, he said that. Is that belief like that, Rivu? Without seeing ghosts? I saw it. I saw ghosts. Watched? How else did you see it? 8 years ago. I went to my uncle's house. My uncle died of anemia. Our eyes were filled with tears when we heard this news. Uncle's neighbors said that even the day before he died, Uncle got up in the morning and went jogging. But he died of anemia the next day. Not everyone could accept the matter in any way. And Aunt was crying a lot. My uncle got married just a month ago. Aunt was comforted by everyone in the family and was offered a second marriage. But she did not listen to anyone. Her opinion is that she will be a widow for the rest of her life. In a word, she was very sad. Until 3 days after Uncle's death, everything was fine. The incident happened on the 4th day. In the morning, I saw that the fattest cow in Uncle's cowshed had died. Looking at the cow, it seems that a vampire has absorbed all the blood in the cow's body. From then on, a death procession came down to that village. Many animals, even humans, died of anemia. The whole village became silent for fear of anemia. One night, at around 2 o'clock, I suddenly woke up. Despite many attempts, I could not sleep. I started walking outside. Suddenly, Aunt left her house and went to the forest next door. She is not walking. Floating in the wind. I did not have the courage to follow my aunt. I hurried to the house, slammed the door, and went to bed. Women crying, I got up and sat on the bed. I realized I was dreaming. Meanwhile, there is a lot of shouting and crying outside in the morning. When I came out, I found out that Mommy had died after being crushed by a storm at dawn. And Monik uncle, who used to live behind our 2 houses, also died of anemia. On the same day the funerals of the 2 men were completed, I left my uncle's house on that day. In a real sense, I am very happy about my aunt's death. Because it freed an entire village from the curse of a huge death. See, Anadi, you just laughed at my words and blew away. I did not get any reply from Anadi. Meanwhile, heavy rain and thunderstorms have started outside. Anuddy, your home is far away. On this night of disaster, you don't have to go that far alone. You better come with me. Stay at my house tonight. After the rain subsided a bit, Bimmel and I walked down the street to our respective homes. Anuddy walked with Vishwamharder towards his house. The next morning, while going to the market, I saw some people in front of the house of Vishwamharda. I removed the crowd and saw Anuddy's frozen, bloodless body lying on the ground. There is no search for Vishwamharda. And he never came back. But one thing, which I have never told anyone before, is that on that day, when in Sujoy uncle's tea shop, Vishwamharda was talking about his uncle's house, I saw a black shadow of a woman behind him.